Marc Wilmots, Belgium's midfield general and footballing icon. Early life and introduction to football. Marc Wilmots was born on February 22, 1969, in the Belgian TWN of Lokeren, located in the East Flanders region. Raised in a family with a strong sporting background, Wilmots developed a passion for football early on. His local environment, with its enthusiasm for the sport, played a significant role in fostering his interest in the game. Wilmots' talent as a footballer was evident from a young age, and he quickly progressed through local youth teams, catching the eye of scouts. Wilmots' love for football, combined with his innate talent, led him to pursue the sport seriously. His early years were spent at the youth academy of his local club, KSK Beveren, where he began his rise through the Belgian football ranks. Wilmots' ability to control the ball, his work ethic, and his ability to read the game helped him stand out from his peers. As he continued to develop, it was clear that he had the potential to become a professional footballer. And his passion for the game only grew stronger. Early professional career. Wilmots made his professional debut for KSK Beveren at the age of 17, quickly showcasing his talents as a promising midfielder. His strong, combative style of play made him a key player for Beveren, where he spent the early years of his career. At Beveren, Wilmots was introduced to the pace and intensity of top-flight football in Belgium. His performances caught the attention of larger clubs, and it wasn't long before he was offered the opportunity to make the leap to one of Belgium's more prominent football teams. In 1988, Wilmots moved to the Belgian club Germinal Lokeren, where his abilities continued to grow. He played for several seasons, becoming one of the league's most respected midfielders. His success at Germinal Lokeren, combined with his consistent performances, solidified his reputation as a top-tier player in Belgium. Wilmots' time at Germinal Lokeren allowed him to develop key attributes like tackling, distribution, and positional play, which would serve him well throughout his career. His time in the Belgian league also exposed him to European competition, providing him with valuable experience on the international stage. Move to Standard Liège, breakthrough in Belgium and Europe. In 1991, Marc Wilmots made a move to one of Belgium's most historic and successful clubs, Standard Liège. This move marked a turning point in his career, as he joined a club with a strong tradition of success both domestically and internationally. At Standard Liège, Wilmots quickly became a key figure in the midfield, earning a reputation for his technical skills, versatility, and ability to read the game. His leadership qualities began to emerge during this period, and he became known for his ability to dictate the tempo of the game and drive his team forward. During his time at Standard Liège, Wilmots became a regular starter and helped the club secure important victories in both domestic competitions and European tournaments. His performances in the Belgian Pro League were consistently solid, and he established himself as one of the league's most influential midfielders. As a result, Wilmots began to attract attention from some of Europe's top football clubs. His time at Standard Liège marked the beginning of his rise to prominence as a top-tier footballer, both in Belgium and on the international stage. Move to Schalke 04, European glory and international recognition. In 1996, Marc Wilmots made a move abroad to Germany, signing with Bundesliga club Schalke 04. This move to one of Germany's biggest football clubs was another significant step in Wilmots' career. His time at Schalke 04 would prove to be one of the most successful periods of his professional career. Wilmots' presence in the Schalke midfield was felt immediately, as he brought a combination of work rate, leadership, and technical skill to the team. Wilmots' versatility was one of the standout features of his time at Schalke, as he was able to play both as a central midfielder and a defensive midfielder. His adaptability allowed him to contribute in a variety of roles, depending on the needs of the team. He played an essential role in Schalke's successes in both domestic and international competitions. The pinnacle of Wilmots' time at Schalke came in 1997 when the club won the UEFA Cup, now the Europa League. This victory was a significant achievement for Schalke, and Wilmots' performances throughout the competition were instrumental in the team's success. Wilmots' success at Schalke also elevated his status on the international stage. By now, he had become a key player for the Belgian national team, and his move to the Bundesliga further raised his profile as one of Europe's top midfielders. His time at Schalke cemented his reputation as a player with the ability to excel at the highest level of European football. International career: Belgium's heartbeat in the midfield. Marc Wilmots made his international debut for Belgium in 1994, at a time when the Belgian national team was filled with a mix of experienced players and emerging talent. Wilmots' combative nature and technical abilities quickly earned him a place in the national team, and he became a central figure in Belgium's midfield for nearly 2 decades. Known for his versatility and leadership, Wilmots was a key player in the Belgian squad during both competitive fixtures and international tournaments. Wilmots played an instrumental role in Belgium's qualification for the 1998 FIFA World Cup, which marked his first major international tournament with the national team. Belgium reached the quarterfinals of the tournament, with Wilmots playing a vital role in the team's progress. His leadership and ability to dictate the pace of the game in midfield were crucial for Belgium, and his performances on the international stage further solidified his reputation as one of Europe's finest midfielders. In 2002, Wilmots played in his second World Cup, representing Belgium in South Korea and Japan. Though Belgium did not advance beyond the group stage, Wilmots' leadership and experience were pivotal in maintaining the team's competitiveness. His tenacity and leadership on the pitch were evident, and his value to the national team was immeasurable. Wilmots continued to represent Belgium in the 2000 UEFA European Championship, where Belgium reached the semi-finals, narrowly missing out on a place in the final. His performances in major tournaments like the European Championship and World Cup helped establish him as a stalwart of Belgian football for over a decade. By the time he retired from international football in 2002, Wilmots had earned 70 caps for Belgium and had become a legend of Belgian football. His leadership, grit, and consistency made him one of the most respected players in the history of the Belgian national team. Club career: continued success in Europe. After his time at Schalke 04, Marc Wilmots continued to play at the highest level for several years. In 2003, he moved to the French club Bordeaux, where he played for 1 season before retiring from professional football. During his time in France, Wilmots continued to showcase his skill and leadership, contributing to Bordeaux's successes in domestic and European competitions. Although his playing career was winding down, Wilmots' contributions to Bordeaux and his ability to influence matches were still evident. His move to Bordeaux marked the final chapter of his illustrious club career, and after a successful year with the French club, Wilmots decided to retire from professional football in 2004. Post-retirement, transition to coaching. Following his retirement, Marc Wilmots transitioned into a coaching career. He began his post-playing career as an assistant coach at various clubs and national teams, using his vast football knowledge and experience to guide the next generation of players. In 2012, Wilmots took on a major challenge when he was appointed as the head coach of the Belgian national team. His leadership and tactical acumen were immediately apparent, and he became the driving force behind Belgium's golden generation. Under Wilmots, Belgium experienced a revival in international football. As the national team rose to prominence in European and World Cup qualifiers, Wilmots led Belgium to the 2014 FIFA World Cup, where the team reached the quarterfinals, and to the 2016 UEFA European Championship, where they reached the semi-finals. His tenure as national coach helped re-establish Belgium as one of the top footballing nations in Europe and showcased his leadership ability both as a player and as a coach.